Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So, just recently, the internet blew up a little bit, and I'm hoping it'll blow up a little bit more after this because the ex wife of Chris Stokes, the one who was accused of allegedly hurting young children in the industry involved with B2K and all that kind of stuff, came out and made this post talking about she didn't want to wrap her head around the fact that this was the guy that she chose to marry, that she can confirm, this is what she's saying in this post, that he was indeed guilty of alleged acts that people have been alleging for years, that she can't get the people to come out who were the victims of these allegations because of the obvious reasons we've already seen because of previous victims coming out and what they've had to face. But that she's been sitting on this information for years. And I get it. Some people will say, oh, well, you can't blame her if the victims didn't want to come out or if she didn't want to come out, XYZ. But once again, if she knew this information and was sitting on this information, especially where children are involved, what is wrong with these people sitting on information where children are involved? There has to be a line drawn. Somebody in the comments of one of these YouTube videos, one of these posts, basically said this is giving Andrea Kelly. Once again, you sat on this information, you knew that this was going on, and you didn't say anything. You let Raz B come out here and have people treating him like he was crazy, like he was a cuckoo bird for saying this stuff, for saying that he had got hurt by these people, and you didn't say anything. And that also goes for the other members of B2K. If they knew that this was going on, allegedly, and they didn't say anything, and they let their brother, their group mate, their homie, if you will, go through all of that and be called crazy by himself. They stood by and watched while all that happened and didn't do anything to help him, didn't stand up for him. If I'm not mistaken, Omarion had stood up for Chris Stokes. So like I said, if they knew that this was going on allegedly and they didn't do anything, they didn't stand up for their brother, they're just as raggedy. And that's why I've said before, there's no friendship in the industry. You go through anything, you are by yourself, you are alone. People are not going to stand up for you. Or it'll be a miracle or act of God if they do. And like I said, I've heard all the excuses of why people don't help people, why people don't stand up for people when these kind of things happen. But I will never see that as acceptable. You see something going on, once again, like I said, especially where children were concerned and you didn't say anything. You only say something when it's convenient for you. That'll never be acceptable. Never. And what's interesting to me is that she hashtagged Chris Stokes and she hashtagged Marquise Houston. Now, y'all should know, because I made a video about it a while ago on this channel, that he was also accused of some stuff that it didn't sit right with people, that he had married that young girl that was like half his age. Her background was very shady. People were bringing up the fact that they tried to hide that this young girl was a runaway teenager before she met him and the organization that he was involved with Chris Stokes, allegedly. And on top of all of that, he tried to come out and make everybody, especially the women that were trying to hold him accountable for that tomfoolery, that they would never let their own daughters go through, which is why they were calling it out and because it was blatantly wrong. Tried to make everybody seem like they were crazy, bitter, and jealous, and that's why they were saying anything about this match made in hell from wherever it came from that was going on that they had shoved in our faces. You don't have to sit up and tell us multiple times, 2 and 3 times, how valid your relationship is, where y'all met, how y'all met. That's just making you look even more sus. If you ain't got nothing to hide, or if your union is as valid and right as you claim that it's supposed to be, you ain't got to do all of that then. And another sad part is people have been calling him out for years about that relationship. And you had the idiots on this internet who had the audacity, right along with him and everybody who agreed with him and the sick-minded individuals who were on his side, talking about, oh, it don't matter. Age is nothing but a number. They're in love. Y'all are just jealous. Let something come out about that man. I hope all of them people who validated that craziness, that mess, I hope they feel real stupid. I really do. Now, don't get me wrong about the ex-wife. She cannot make anybody who she's married to do the right thing. She could not make him not be out here messing people over when she was married to him. So that's not her fault. That's the accountability on him. But where she's concerned, it's the silence for me. It's the waiting, like I said, until after the fact for me. I know I came out of the woodworks sounding real rude and triggered over this, but it's very angering, I'm going to be honest with you, when this kind of stuff comes out. Like I said, we've been talking about this for years. We've been trying to acknowledge this for years. People have been labeled crazy. People have gone through it. People have snapped over this kind of stuff, only for these kind of posts to surface and basically everything be proved to be true, allegedly. I'm gonna keep a very close eye on this and see where it goes. Hopefully, it goes the right direction. It goes the right way. Hopefully, Rasby and the other victims, the alleged victims, can get some kind of justice or vindication. Because that's what I want at the end of the day, the people who got hurt to get some vindication, and the people who did the hurting to get the consequences of their actions, to be held accountable. But we'll see, I guess. Y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel about this down in the comments below respectfully. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all have a very blessed, beautiful, and safe day.